Hello everybody and welcome to Save the Crafty YouTuber Hop. I am so excited to be here with you guys, and I'm going to be creating a card as you're going to see here. But before I get started, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to Justine Hovey for putting this all together. I know it cannot be an easy task. I also want to thank all of the sponsors. There is so many wonderful companies and people that have donated prizes, whether it was a gift card or prize packs. Whatever the case may be, they are amazing for doing so. So on my channel, I am giving away a $25 gift card to Kindred Stamps, which is donated by them. So thank you so much. You have to leave a comment by April 5th on this video in order to have a chance to win. All of the winners will be announced on April 10th over on Justine's channel and blog. The link will be listed down below. Also, all of the other information that I might be forgetting or that you need to know about this hop will be listed down in the description box. And of course, the next person on the list will be the first thing that you see in the description box. All of the supplies I will be using will be listed in the description box, as well as over on my website, my blog, whatever you want to call it. It's a website, but I mainly use it for blogging. So you guys can check that out as well. And if you are new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and be sure to turn on the bell and turn on all of the notifications so that you do not miss any of my videos. All right, so for my card, I am going to stick with a pretty simple card. I am going to be coloring some floral images. The stamp that I'm using is from Create a Smile. They have amazing stamp sets, stencils. They're just a wonderful company. This one is called Magnolia, and I absolutely love magnolia flowers. I am actually going to be coloring my flowers with a teal-ish color. I know that's not really a magnolia flower color, but it is a handmade card and I absolutely love this color. So I am going for it today. So what I did was I stamped my images on some watercolor paper and I used some Versamark ink, and then I used some super fine gold embossing powder from Ranger, and then I heat set that, and I found this new tip where you heat it in the back of the cardstock instead of the front. That keeps the embossing powder a little smoother, and I don't know if I've been living under a rock or what, but I've just found this out and I've been stamping for 10 years. So I found out by this group that I'm in on Facebook. It's called the Stamp Junkies. So many wonderful people are in there, so much wonderful inspiration, and of course, lots of tips and tricks as well. All right, so I am going in with my favorite watercolors. These are from Altenew. They have the most beautiful colors and all of the colors that you would want or need. If you are just, a crafter, card maker, you don't really need a whole lot of really fancy colors or anything like that if you watercolor not regularly like myself. All right, so I have this watercolor brush, and what I do is really simple. I take the watercolor brush, add water to the petals, and then I go in with a concentrated color, and then I let the color kind of just blend out onto that watercolor paper. I'll go in a little bit and blend out the color, but for the most part, it kind of just does its own thing. And then if I need to, I will go back in and blend it out a little bit. I do use like pouncing motions and circular motions. It helps me blend out my color a little bit better. And then I wanted to try something else just to see, just to get a little bit of a different look, because, floral images are not perfect. Or flowers in real life are not perfect. They have lots of different color tones and things. So I wanted to see how that would work if I used a huge round watercolor brush, and then added a ton of water to the petals and then added the water. It didn't really make a difference. It just kind of made the whole thing really wet and I had to go back in quite a few times with more concentrated color, but it all ended up working out really great. I love this color with the gold embossing powder. I normally use embossing powder, whether it's white or gold, when I am using watercolors or my zig markers. It really helps me stay in the lines. I'm not very good at doing like no line watercoloring or anything like that. But this technique where you add a bunch of water to the petals and then a little bit of more concentrated color to, I guess, basically where the shadow would be within the flower, where the petals meet the center of the flower, that's where you want your most concentrated color. I'm only adding one color to these flowers, so they are super simple. I feel anybody can do it, and so if you are new to card making or watercoloring on your cards, you definitely can do this. It's really simple. All right, so I'm going in with a little bit brown orangey tone to color the leaves and the stem there. I am going to fussy cut these out. I do not have the coordinating die, but these were pretty simple to cut out, so I didn't mind at all. I did go in the center and cut out that center piece there as well. I think if I did have the coordinating die, it probably would have cut out that center, but it was just bugging me in the end, so I just needed to cut it out. All right, so I'm going in with Peacock feathers. I believe that's what this color is. If I am mistaken, I will have it listed down below so you guys can check it out. I am going in with my Pink and Main blending brush. I absolutely love this brush, although I did do a review on this brush. Oh, there's my little Callie, my cat there. She's very curious. And I don't hold it by the handle. I tend to hold it by the, as you could see here, I hold it by the larger part of the brush. It's very comfortable, it's very easy to use, and the color blends super nice on the cardstock. I am using Nina 110 Solar White cardstock, which is really great for blending ink. Although I'm not really doing anything very technical for my card, I blended a little bit of ink onto the card base, and then I'm taking a Picket fence stencil, which is so beautiful. I needed something in the background just to kind of break up that white, but I didn't want it to distract too much from the floral images, so I kept it really soft. And I did actually add some Pixie spray, which is a low tack repositionable adhesive for stencils, and it helps keep that stencil in place when you are ink blending. All right, so what I'm doing here is I added a generous amount of Versamark ink onto some cardstock, and then I added the super fine gold embossing powder to it, and I am going to die cut out the word thanks in just a second here, but I wanted it to be gold, and I didn't have the right gold of cardstock to go with this card, and I felt that because I embossed the floral images with the gold embossing powder that using the same embossing powder for the sentiment would work perfect anyways. All right, so this is where I struggled a bit. I took most of the footage out because it probably would have been 2 hours long, trying to figure out where I wanted these floral images. I ended up cutting out a piece or the cover die from Catherine Pooler. I can't remember the name, but I cut it out and then embossed it with gold embossing powder, cut out part of it, and then I decided no on that, and then I cut out a circle, no on that. It was back and forth forever. I probably spent a few hours just trying to figure out the composition of this card. It was getting to me. I don't know what it was about it, but I just couldn't figure it out. And then I decided, you know what, I'm just going to place these down and call it a day because it's a card. It shouldn't be so difficult, you know. And then once I stepped away from it, I ended up loving it. All right, so I popped up a couple of those floral images, and then I'm adding part of a wood veneer piece from Altenew. I use these quite often in various projects, whether it's a card or a mixed media project. This one was left over that I ended up not using, so it was already embossed with white embossing powder. But what I do is the back side of it is super, super sticky, and I just add the embossing powder to the back side of those wood veneer pieces. All right, I added the thanks die, and that was cut out from a Simon Says stamp die, and it's called Thanks. I am now going to add some gold splatters with some metallic accents from Prima, and that is going to complete my card. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed my card. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to leave a comment down below. And if you are new to my channel, I hope you subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified every time that I upload a video. I want to thank you guys again for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Bye.